Welcome to Rise of the Star-Lords episode. I was just looking at this. 44 trolls? Question mark?
I'm really nervous. The trolls question mark scares me, Jet. Why are you this way?
You saw signs of markings of a troll tribal symbol all the way up that spiral staircase.
I mean, I want there to be trolls, Jet.
We'll find some trolls. How much worse could they be than ogres? Am I right? Maybe just have maybe we'll find 40 troll hooks and we'll be able to sell those for even more money.
I mean,
maybe you're right.
Think of it this way: they're trolls out of character. You guys are loaded to the gills with fire damage, like so much fire damage.
This is true.
Yeah.
Also, we have quite high self-esteem, so the trolls can only do so much.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? Actually, if there are trolls here, we shouldn't engage with them, should we? We should just we should
leave. Just walk away. Yeah.
Don't feed the trolls.
Don't feed the trolls.
All right, the adventure path just grinds to a halt.
yeah. Sorry, Jet. It goes against my personal morals.
Nope.
Yeah, it's against my morals to feed the trolls. I guess we'll just have to murder them. It'll be cathartic. You can't murder trolls in real life.
Laser trolls. All right. True. So the
laser. Wait, did you just say laser trolls? No,
Shades said laser trolls first.
Well, of course Shades did.
Shades, stop giving Jet ideas. What have we told you about giving Jet ideas?
No.
I mean, that's how we ended up with the Beatari.
This is exactly why we don't give Jet ideas anymore.
But the icebreaker, courtesy of Shades, was your go-to drink order. And let's start with Nick and Lahan.
Oh, I will give you exactly one guess.
Strawberry daiquiri.
You got it.
I was gonna guess
we have a brand here.
I was gonna guess margarita.
Oh.
No, that's actually...
You've not been paying attention all season.
That's Jacinto's favorite drink, in fact, is the margarita.
Bam. All right, what about Ava?
Ava's go-to is Goblin Grog.
You're going to say the blood of her goblin enemies.
No, that's
pretty close.
It's a fermented goblin blood mead.
No. She doesn't drink blood unless it's an extreme survival situation. But no. Goblin Grog. It's basically toilet wine, but worse. If toilet wine can get any worse.
Worse. Oh goodness gracious.
And Finn. Nick, what was the drink idea you came up with for Finn?
Oh, the screaming zombie.
Yeah, there we go. But last week, all of you celebrated your victory over Black Maga, and you headed out towards... What's up?
We got to start writing down these icebreakers that we make up for Finn. So you had one last time, too.
Yeah.
And we haven't told Lapis about these now canon facts about her character.
It was go-to karaoke song, Chumbawamba's Tub Thumping.
Right.
There you go. Yep.
But last week, you celebrated your victory over Black Maga, and you headed out towards Skull's Crossing to see if you could figure out why the shield was failing. And you went up a really big staircase, and you stumbled across an Etten.
I'm going to guess the answer is trolls, Alex, for 200?
You don't know. But it was at the very end, Jacinto did determine that Etten was guilty of something. That's why they were shouting about not accepting bribes and refusing to back down.
Yeah, I remember that.
But that's where we left off, and you have a staircase to go up if you want to go up to what is sort of the top of the shield generator that's enclosed in like a clear think aquarium tunnel, when you're walking through the tunnel and you've got the water above you and all the fish and everything. It's sort of that, but it's been beaten up over millennia and there's cracks and rents in it, so it's not holding atmosphere.
All right. I hop back on Arcania and remember that I'm not the party lead here. I'm not the meat shield anyway.
You're not the meat shield. You are the leader, but not the meat shield. Let's send Finn in the front.
I'm okay.
Oh no, Finn's a big brighter wire.
And as Finn gets right about there, there's an airlock. And presuming you're going to go through the airlock, I will move us to a different map is what's going to happen.
Okay.
Yes, please.
We'll take it.
Give us your map, master.
And I'm going to apologize. The grids do not line up perfectly because I had to do a little bit of photoshopping is what happened here.
That is like the bane of the GM existence sometimes. It's like I had to Photoshop this and now the grid doesn't line up.
It lines up better where it matters, but where you all are starting, it's not great.
That's
I
okay.
remember infamously 199, right, was one of the ones where they inexplicably put like half a hallway tile in the middle of the map.
And I took that map and meticulously photoshopped it so that it had a whole square there and you could put it in Roll20. I should distribute that map. Because I took like 8 hours. I took like 8 hours to prep 199 and that was part of why it took so long.
Oh my goodness. So I'm seeing things on this map.
You are seeing things.
I like what I'm seeing on this map.
You see 5 ogres, one of which is a tall, powerful-looking female ogre, and she's sitting on a chunk of the clear dome that has fallen in on the walkway, and she's just kind of resting, while her very obviously weary and exhausted ogre minions are battering away at the doors on either side of a skull facing you. Like it's a giant skull. This central building that you're looking at is actually it's made out of like fake skulls. Like it's sculpted to look like a giant pile of skulls.
Like the plastic ones you get at the Halloween store? Sorry, I'll
sort of, but it's either extruded metal or some sort of unknown stone.
So you're saying ogres and not trolls?
Yes, I'm saying ogres. Weary ogres. Their attire very reminiscent of the ogres that you defeated at Fort Rannick. But they're very wearily, just slowly, like with a great deal of exertion, just lifting up a pick and slamming it into a door.
Oh man, I so badly want to pull a Sloan right now.
Slamming it into a door. And no one's hiding. So we're going to go into initiative is what we're going to do.
Oh, okay.
Because you kind of walk out an airlock and there's ogres.
We got ogres.
You got ogres. Let me clear the
You're an ogre.
because I forgot to do that apparently.
Oh, I wish so bad to be Sloan right now, so I just like walk out and be like, hello!
Oops. I will add you back
I see
to the turn order.
you were trying to break into this place. Would you like help breaking into this place? Sure, I'm something of an expert at breaking into places, you see.
I love that plan.
It's a great plan.
Pull up.
There is nothing that can go wrong with that plan. I'll tell you
Nothing at all that can go wrong with it.
Nothing ever goes wrong with Sloan's plans. Sloan's plans are the best plans.
Here I was feeling really good about my natural 20 for initiative for a total of 23.03. But then both of my other friends and or teammates surpassed me, one with their own nat 20.
Yeah.
That's all right. Mystics, man.
Mystics.
All right.
Somebody needs to roll fins.
I was just navigating. I was just doing it slowly. There we go.
Much appreciated,
Let
sir.
our battle master that one.
Battle master, master battle.
Master.
Battle master, the master of battle.
Master of all the battles. Man, and last night I was playing, I started a game of Devastation Arc, and I'm playing a level 13 Vanguard.
Oh my.
He does
What?
not have a little piddly initiative modifier. He has a pronking plus 13 to his initiative, and now I come back to this with Jacinto, who has a 16 in Dex. My goodness.
That's nothing
Oh
to
my
sneeze
goodness.
at, Tom.
It's not. I am sometimes
Alright.
reminded of just how out of the box Jacinto is for me as a character builder sometimes.
Yeah. It looks like Ava gets to respond first. You see, like I said, those 4 very weary-looking ogres pounding on the doors, taking turns, and a bigger, beefier, feminine ogre just resting.
Is it weird that I'm missing my charge up rounds right now?
That's what you've
Gosh.
been complaining about for so long, and now you miss them.
Well, there's something to be said about letting the enemy close the gap. God, they're
You can always delay.
far away. Oh no, what happened?
Yeah, I can't see anymore. What?
What the heck?
Yeah,
tokens to the side.
same here.
I'm gonna refresh roll 20 and see if
Move
that.
your guys' tokens. That fixed it for me.
Yep, that fixed it.
Oh god, what's going on?
Alternately refreshing also helps.
I moved Ava briefly because I was trying to see if
Oh.
it would fix it on my end.
Ava's gonna move partway down the walk and take a defensive stance. Taking full defense. In anticipation of these guys coming and beating up on her.
Fair. Lahan, what would you like to do? You want to break your weapon over your knee and surrender?
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Wait, and then they'll just let us go home, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go home and start a farm?
If by home you mean their bellies, then yes, they will let us go home.
Lahan leaves to start a farm. No, it's not true. I'm gonna move up behind Ava. I think I have speed. Do I have speed? Not quite. A little bit further back from Ava. And let's shoot this closest one. It's 80 feet. My gun has a range of 60, so it's gonna be a -2. Actually, I'm gonna be a little bit further back since it's gonna be a -2 anyway. I'm gonna be back here. Have fun, Ava. Plasma bolter to the face. Hopefully. It's a 27 to hit EAC.
I'm sure that will, but let me double check.
Actually, that is with combat tracking.
Yeah, that's super duper hits.
Okay, if it's
So-
super duper hits, then it should be fine. But my combat tracking does add 3, so as long as the 24 still hits.
Yep, I'm just making sure I don't have any resistances to those things, and I do not, unfortunately.
Electric and fire. 19 electric and fire to this closest. Because this must be the feminine looking one here.
Ooh.
One that has no color.
There we go.
Pow.
You blast out, and it wings her in the shoulder, and she cries out, cursing in giant, and you can barely hear her mutter. I can't remember. Do any of you speak giant? I thought we determined that one of you did.
Oh, goodness gracious. Probably.
Because you read the poetry in Space Fortress, right?
Finn, if none of us do.
I mean, Jacinto speaks like a million languages, I think, if not Lahan.
True. No.
Oh, I'm
Did we
missing
say-
2.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, me too. Did
Yeah.
we say that giant was a different language in Starfinder or something? Or
I believe that giant is its own language, because there are moon giants. Like, there are actual
Right.
giants in Starfinder.
you're right.
Let me just put giant on this list. We've talked about giant before.
Yeah.
And I remember you guys deciphering the poetry.
Yeah.
They mutter something about Barl Breakbones not preparing them for any of this nonsense. And they seem angry and sort of dispirited. And now it's Jacinto's turn.
All right.
Just offered to help.
Well, Jacinto is going to drop a polar vortex, except it has to be twice this size because this is a 20-foot diameter, not a 20-foot radius. So could you just fill the whole bridge with a polar vortex for me?
I will if it lets me. For some reason, it's not wanting me to increase its size.
Weird.
There we go. So I need it to be. So, doing the visuals on my Photoshop are not helping. Needs to be a little bit bigger than that, doesn't it?
Let's check. Snap corner.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It needs to be just a hair bit.
It should fill from here to here, effectively.
Come on. I don't know why it's being so touchy tonight.
It's a Thursday. It wouldn't be a Thursday without some glitch gremlins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is fair.
Gotta have glitch gremlins on a Thursday night.
There we go. All right. So
That's as good as
Jacinto
it
is Jacinto's going to drop it right there, so it catches most of the ogres, and then the other one's going to have to move out if he doesn't have a ranged weapon.
Just so ogre this.
You know what? No, I'll drop it right there. It'll be great. So
Every time you say drop it, I just want to say like it's hot.
I will drop it like it's freezing cold because it's a polar vortex.
No!
And then that'll affect them on their turn. Oops, I lost sight again. Hold on. There it is. All right. So then Jacinto will tell Artania to carry him forward a little bit. And Artania... Oh no, then Jacinto will spend, as a move action, will spend not 1, but 2 resolve points to not only give everybody the normal Song of Spheres bonus, but also haste for 4 rounds.
Ooh, shiny.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Oh, I should have.
No, you really shouldn't have.
Okay, well.
Tom wanted to play with this new toy.
This is a new toy that I got last level. I kept forgetting to use it, most of last level was spent in a 6-hour combat with 40 trolls, and I was short on resolve points. So, but the good news is we've been fighting these trolls for 2 levels now, and we know their tricks, or most of them anyway. So that's gonna be my whole turn. Song of Spears is up for 4 rounds. Everybody has fast healing 2, haste, and the +1/+1.
All right. Well, Malgus is going to reach up over her shoulder, and she is going to pull a very large weapon over her shoulder and point it at this intersection.
Rude.
And
Very rude.
that's only an AC 5 I gotta hit, right?
Plus whatever for the range increment. They're usually short.
Yeah, it is.
It is a 100-foot range increment.
Rude.
Yeah, as long as you don't roll a 1, you're great.
So it's super not a 1. So I need you to make a reflex save, Lahan, Jacinto, Artania.
Oh, a reflex save?
Yes, as a ball of plasma explodes right next to Jacinto.
So 29?
You guys really make it, so you're going to take a total of 6 electric and fire damage. Because I have reduced it by half already.
Oh no, what about Artania? I've got an 11.
Artania takes 12.
Oh no. So Artania takes 12. I spend my reaction to automatically succeed at the necessary reflex or survival check to not fall off after taking damage while mounted. And okay.
That's all of Malagus's turn because they drew a weapon and then fired. This exhausted ogre is going to wait. I need to see if their movement speed is affected because they are in fact exhausted. They actually have baked into them the exhausted condition.
Oh, now I feel silly for spending haste
For the rest of their lives.
Yeah, so it's going to double move and get. Oh, it can't. It's gonna get there because that's as far as it can reach.
Yeah, because polar vortex, terrain within the cell's area is difficult terrain as well.
Oh, then it gets here.
Woo! And also,
let me double check. Here. I'll move it 15 feet because that's all it's gonna get.
it can also take 31 cold and bludgeoning damage. Let me know if it has resistances to either of those because the first 3d6.
Oh, sorry. Roll 20 is just being real weird for me right now. There we go.
Pause the animation on the thing as well.
I will do that right now. Pause. There we go. Back to the token layer. It needs to take how much damage? I'm sorry.
No, quite all right. It is 11 cold damage and the rest 20 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, but it needs to make a reflex save first.
Yes, it does.
This is not its best save. An 11, so it's taking
a total of 31, unless it has resistance to cold or bludgeoning.
It has neither.
I didn't think so.
It looks on its last legs already. It's rhymed with ice, and it's getting hit by hail, and it looks real awful. And it's Finn's turn.
Oh, I'm Finn. Sorry. So Finn is hastened, which gives him a plus 30 to his move speed unless he has better legs. Do we remember? Anybody know if Finn has better? Finn is still level 9.
Finn has better legs, but those legs are made worse by the fact that Finn has the Strix species graft.
Yeah, but it's a enhancement bonus, and haste is also an enhancement bonus, which is why I need to know.
So the Strix,
well, you would just take whichever one is better. So
that's fair. Yeah,
do the plus 30.
Yeah. Thank you. So Finn has a plus. Finn has 50 movement. 50 for land speed because 30 minus 10 for Strix plus 30 for enhancement. Pathfinder, and then Finn will stellar rush up to Ogre Lady with the cannon, and then punch and attune photon. (26) versus KAC.
That super duper hits, and 34 damage. Ouch. Malgus reels from that punch, still standing, looking in a bad way, and you can just hear them cursing in giant, cursing Barl Breakbones and the day that he conquered her tribe. Another exhausted ogre. What were you going to say, Tom? I'm sorry.
I was just going to say Finn would probably, I don't know if Finn understands giant or not, but Finn would probably, if he did, ask something about if Barl Breakbones is inside.
I'm not sure Finn knows that language.
Don't worry about it.
But I need to make a reflex save for this other ogre.
Yeah.
No, Hero Lab, I do not need to know what a reflex save is. I need you to roll the reflex save.
Are you sure, Jet? Do you know what reflex saves are for?
I got
It
a
looks like you're trying.
I got a 15, so I fail.
Yep. So 29 golden blood.
Oh, the exhausted ogre is in such a bad way. Man, has Roll20 just decided to chug along at the slowest possible speed for me all of a sudden. It is the next another exhausted ogre's turn, and they can't even get out of that corner because double moving doesn't even get them past their companion.
Well, they could delay then. They could say,
Yeah,
"Hey, you're out of the way."
They will delay. Their companion will move 15 feet.
And make a reflex save.
Yeah, they will move 15 feet. Then I'm just gonna roll 2 reflex saves real quick. The first one gets a 17. The second one gets a 13.
Both fail. The first one takes 26 cold and bludgeoning. The second one takes 30 cold and bludgeoning.
They're ice encrusted. They're beat up. They're shivering. They're exhausted looking. But now it's Ava's turn.
Oh boy. Ava is going to move up here. And as she does, because I am hasted, I can still full attack. She's going to let fly 2 shurikens at... Sorry, I'm trying to decide who we're attacking here. Let's just do the 2 to the north. First one to red, second one to blue. Oh, wow. Not great throws.
Not great throws, but they're goons and exhausted. Both of those will hit, and you will kill both of them.
Oh, my lord.
Oof.
Psh, gone. Gone are they.
Like
Song of
leaves on the
Spears.
wind.
Song of the Spear is more like Song of Ice
Soon.
and Fire, am I right?
Song of the Smears.
Ah.
Boo.
Lahan, what would you like to do?
It doesn't sound like this Breakbones guy is worth dying for. You want to surrender?
He's not worth dying for, but my pride is.
That's a fair point.
Funny thing, that.
Says that she moves up and is now 60 feet away. I have Song of the Spears, but no combat tracking, and that's everything is as it should be. Let's take a shot. Ah, that's a crit.
Oh no.
No.
So 37 damage. That hurts. Plus you get to roll on the
And
wound
wound.
table.
I do. Let's roll a d20. That's a 9.
That's
That is
bleeding.
bleed.
Oh, beautiful.
No save.
Bleed. No.
D6 of bleed. That's
What
Lahan's turn.
Yeah, what icon best represents bleed? It's gonna be this weird.
I like this little heart with the
heart with the circle.
this one here. The heart with the little like bubbles in the middle. It's generally what I use for bleed.
Oh, that's
You
a
use
good one.
whatever you
Yeah,
want.
there you go. I like that one. I just wasn't seeing it at first.
That's it for Lahan.
That is it for Lahan. It's a Sinto's turn. Would you like to start a summon?
No, you know what? I'm already feeling like I've overcommitted to this fight. So the Shinto is gonna simply call out across the bridge, the battlefield here. Well, I can't say I agree with you on the whole pride being worth more than your life thing, but to each their own. And I think Artanya is also hastened because he's an ally in my Song of Spears, so he's just gonna zip on forward real quick. Quick 70-foot movement speed.
The rave danger spider still has some like glow bracelets on, just zipping around Tokyo Drift style.
Yeah. And then I don't know what else does Jacinto do.
Level 4 mind thrust, right?
I don't have level 4 mind thrust, sadly. Otherwise, I very well might. No, we are going to. I guess just like give Artania a move as a move action. I'll give Artania another, like a standard action, and then free action fall off of Artania, and then Artania will zip over to flank the ogre lady, and then Jacinto as a standard action. 3, 2, 1. Level 1 mind thrust on this guy if I have the range. Let's see how much range I have. It is close. 25 plus 5 for every levels. So that's 5, 25, 45 feet. I don't think I have the range. Oh, there he is, right in the 45 range.
You just have it.
Go ahead, make me a will save DC 17.
I gotta roll so high for this to work out. I missed it by 1. I got a 12 on the die.
Ooh. All right, well, go ahead and take 10 points of psychic damage.
This person is just by the barest shred holding on. Their eyes are bleeding, their ears are bleeding, their nose is bleeding. They're shaking and shivering, and it's
reaction. You all could keep banging on that door for us, and we won't. We'll let you run off afterwards, maybe.
They very tiredly and slowly and shakily make a rude hand gesture at you.
Oh.
I mean, depending on what's on the other side of the door, we might even be friends.
Negotiations were brief.
Malgus drops her very large plasma rifle cannon that she used. It reaches over her shoulder as a move action to pull out a sonic pick and swings it at Finn. Finn, who punched her. He's going to drive the seismic pick into Finn's body, hopefully.
Should know Finn's AC.
Finn's AC has not been updated. I'm assuming a 25 will hit EAC.
Probably.
A 20 would hit EAC, Jet. So,
my goodness.
Yes. A 25 sonic damage?
Oh no! We lost a life.
We lost a life.
25.
There's a life.
That is Malgus's turn. Finn gets to respond.
Well, Finn is, of course, got full attack. I'm going to turn Finn into a level 10 Solarian right now, give him a little field promotion just so his to hit is at least better. And we're going to full attack. Yes. And we got flanking and Song of the Spheres. So that's plus 3 total, 25 versus KAC for a total of 33.
That will
points.
Hit, and just 1 second. I said 33.
33.
Still there. Still there.
Okay.
Barely.
And then 17 is probably going to miss KAC.
That will miss KAC. Exhausted though she is still made of sterner stuff than her companions.
Yeah, that tracks. That is going to be my turn.
An exhausted ogre gets to attempt to go. Oops. Nope. There we go. That's the order it should be in. This one is going to very slowly just... It's given up trying to get out of this thing. It sees its doom coming, and it drops the pick that it had in its hands as a free action. As a move action, it pulls out a very large weapon that looks completely different from the other very large weapon. And it fires at Jacinto.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You
How
mind
rude.
bulleted it.
I'll have you know I am prone. Because I fell off of Artania.
Well, it rolled a 2 on the die, so it misses wildly. On top of your AC being boosted. The other one follows suit and attempts to shoot at you with your +4 for being prone, but I'm assuming a 19 misses your EAC.
Yes, it does.
Ava, are you going to end 2 more ogres?
That's the hope.
Or should just not be trying to kill us. This is a bad plan on their part.
Continue running forward, like ninja style.
Indian style?
You wish.
Ninden style?
I just love ninja grandma because I picture Ava as like not really a grandma, but like older aunt, like ninja older aunt.
So she gets up here and let's fly with her shurikens. A 27 and a 16 to hit.
I'll have you know you murder them both.
Of course. And she stops just short of the what is this? Cosmic Eddy?
Polar vortex, in fact.
Skids to a stop right in front of it. Like,
Yeah,
nope,
and then
not
turns and
touch.
just stares this giantess in the eyes.
And it's Lahan's turn. Lahan, are you gonna end poor Malgus's life?
Last chance.
She just thumps her chest with one of her fists and just sort of
Right.
just bellows out her name. She bellows out Malgus as though it's somehow going to have some significance to the universe.
Shrugs. Takes aim. Shoots. 29 hitting AC.
Super hits, 21 damage. Super murders her. She dies. Anticlimactic fight. I
Right.
know.
Between the eyes. I mean, it's nice every once in a while to have one that goes our way, right?
They've
Oh,
all
yeah.
technically gone your way. Some of them just took longer than others to go your way.
Yeah.
It's a 6-hour ogre fight begs differ.
You all survived. All of your companions survived.
Did. Just took forever.
All right.
I don't feel like we survived.
But
We've been dead ever since, yeah.
I
Yeah, can't
I
convince me we didn't
completely
die in this
forgot to make a
hell.
handout for you all, but I'm going to tell you what they had on them if one of you would be kind enough to write it down.
On the loot sheet.
Let me know when you're ready.
Uh,
I'll type it down here if you want to copy it over, actually.
sure.
So-
I'm just trying to remember if I don't think I updated Parliament Gorger and Shaw's. Gorger and Shaw was that giant
Yeah.
thing.
Yep, it was that. And
Cool. All right, I did not put that on the loot sheet last week, so I'm gonna have to do that now.
So Ava will walk up to the dead giantess troll ogre thing and kind of like kick her over onto her face and try and get an idea of who this is and what they're doing here. Do you need like a perception to check the body or anything?
no, you can rifle through her body. She didn't have like that was for the actually that should be 4 times because those were for the goons. She had, you know, she obviously had better equipment. She probably had a very crude data pad, and you see probably a number of angry drafts to someone named Barrel Breakbones, as though she were wanted to send some angry messages, but they've just been sitting in there for days, just queued up, but not actually going to be going out, as though she were venting. And they're not like elaborate messages, because ogres are not super complex people within the realm of fiction as I've seen them, barring a few exceptions. Her probably being a little bit more eloquent. I mean, she had a data pad. She was actually writing stuff down, but she did have an email, sort of, a note from someone named Barl Breakbones ordering her to come here and to destroy the dam, render it inoperable. The shield needed to come down. And you can see, looking beyond to where the ogres were pounding, they have been hammering on these doors for a long time. They're in a very bad state. Let me actually pull up my notes so I can give a better description of those doors. So these double doors, there's two sets of them, obviously. They've been repeatedly smashed with these sonic picks. There's just massive chunks ripped out of them. But they have been it looks like they've been reinforced from the inside, and it's going to take a great deal of strength to try and push them down. Or if you have the right weaponry and you want to devote the time to just slowly hammering them down, you could try. But it exhausted 5 ogres that were very physically fit.
I say we knock.
I mean, somebody probably... It seems like it's reinforced from the inside, so somebody must be in there. Maybe we can reason with them.
And this viewing dome goes up and over, and I just want to point out that you can sort of see inside one of the rooms. There are viewports. They do have sort of like that transparent aluminum, so they're reinforced and durable, but that would probably be easier to break through than a set of doors if you wanted to go that route. And I'm not even going to mention a climb check because you all can fly or have a climb speed of some sort.
We do fly.
And I will copy over the weapon from Malgus now.
Through these viewports, do we see anybody in there?
You do not. You see... stand by. Let me finish copying this, or I will forget to copy it.
I suppose you can do some copy pasta. Just this once, though. Never again.
Mm-hmm.
I love the name of her heavy like plasma cannon that she had. It's just a real cool name for something that's a little bit underwhelming.
What is it?
It's the Yellow Star Starheart cannon.
I had one of these on a character, and I just called it the Yellow Starheart cannon because Yellow Star Starheart cannon.
It's kind of like ATM machine.
Yes. Yeah.
So C8. Let me go to C8. You can barely see through these viewports, despite the fact that the way that the vision blocking is wow, I can't even talk. The dynamic lighting is revealing a huge swath of the room. It's hard to see through. You have to work a little bit. There's thick green ropey fungus hanging down over parts of the viewports, and the room is just full of it. It's almost as though they're curtains, and you can kind of see large mounds of... It seems like someone's gathered the fungus and sort of fashioned like bedding, but you don't see anybody in there. If Jacinto actually looks through a viewport, I would allow an actual perception check.
Of course.
Jacinto's a plant?
Well, it's mostly because Jacinto's tiny and can just sit on the ledge and just stare in there real easy.
Yeah, that's only a 29.
Near the southern wall, you actually see a piece of the floor is like just shifted ever so slightly, and kind of turned as though maybe something might be hidden under there.
Ooh, I think there's a secret in there. So I don't see anybody in there though. So maybe we want to just like in the holovids, we just sort of smash through the glass in the ceiling and drop down like a jewel heist.
You're muted. Nick. Oh, no, you're not. It looked like you said something and nothing came out, and then you talked normally. So I was very confused.
Sounds like your internet's having a hard time today, Jet.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
I mean,
How
you
dare
don't need to be
you?
sorry. You didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's your internet service provider that's to blame.
Bro.
To be fair, I think there are severe
Wow.
thunderstorm warnings for my area and Chicago, and last night into today there were the possibility of 100-mile-an-hour gusts of wind. So,
It has been like a heckin' summer all over the place.
5-mile-an-hour gusses.
yeah, 100-mile-an-hour gusts.
Oh
Man.
gosh.
I know you were talking about getting him some better legs, but I don't think he could go that fast.
That was really fast.
But yeah, it has been a very blustery, extreme summer, a summer of extremes.
Yeah.
But
I'm not saying anything about Alaskan weather because I'm going to jinx it the second I say anything.
Don't say anything. Don't do it, like.
So,
All right. So what would you like to do? Would you like to try and bash your way through the viewports? Would you like to try and force the doors down with raw strength checks?
You sure there's no way we can engineering it? Like with a lever?
It specifically says that the way these things have been reinforced, it's raw strength to shove them open, to tear them down.
I think we should just go through the viewport. That sounds a lot smarter.
24 to break down the doors.
Which door? I need to know which door, because they are different levels of reinforced.
Oh Lord, which one looks like it's been more broken down?
The top one.
That one.
You actually got just enough to you grab onto the door handles, and Ava just He-Man or She-Ra rips them open and whips them over her shoulder.
No way, not even. Everybody's standing around the doors talking, like trying to figure out what's going on, and then all of a sudden Ava, like off frame, like in the back, just comes running across and just flying kicks into the door and slams it open.
There you go. Very
She-Ra.
works.
I love it.
Super great.
Love that.
I really love
right.
that.
Kicks the door open and she's like, that door's open.
That was that's really scary, Ava. Nice job.
She kicks the door open, already inside the room.
All right, Ava, I need you to make a perception check before you go any further.
Alrighty.
And anyone that gets close to the door can go ahead and make perception checks.
26.
All right. I want.
How about a 36?
Ooh, that's much better.
I guess if you gotta one-up me, you can.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Ava, this is what you see when you walk in the room. You might not be seeing everything, but some people had a lower stealth score than your perception. And Jacinto, you notice this one if you're in a position to see that one.
Oh,
Hang on.
Mouths.
Yep, and we need to go into initiative, but let me clear the tracker. There we go. They do have giant mouths. One of the few instances of Paizo art where I'm not enthused. I'm not a fan of their troll art.
Oh, Finn got a natural toot.
I could be biased though, because I like Privateer Press's trolls and Trollkin and ogres very much.
Oh man.
I wandered away for 2
got
seconds.
22 on my initiative. So
Yeah,
slow.
so you should make a perception check. You might not notice all of these. When you get up to the door, you should make a perception check.
Oh, I made a perception check. It was worse. It was 25.
So you notice the blue and the green one.
Okay.
If you can see them from where your token's standing, blue and green are the ones that you notice. Wow.
Yeah, it's probably mostly blue.
Come on, Hero Lab. There we go, Hero Lab. Good Hero Lab. There. It helps
We believe
if
in
I'm
you,
on
Hero
the-
Lab.
It helps if I'm on the right layer. I'm just having a night, y'all.
You're not wrong.
This morning went super nice and smooth. I woke up, I did some prep, I was feeling good, got Judy, did some stuff. And then the internet decided to be itself.
Mm.
Ava, your lightning fast reflexes kick in and you feel a great sense of danger as you start noticing these beings in the room hiding behind some growths, let me see. There's piles of rubble in this room. You shoved your way and broke through some rubble that was piled in front of the doors. There's bits of flesh, broken weapons, splashes of blood, a few dead ogres that have been torn limb from limb, and there's circular openings in the north, to the north, those windows. You can see the Storval cloud through the shield that's being generated, and there's puddles of blood collected on the floor. Thick sheets of ropey green fungus growing along the walls here and over and around the viewports, and up to the domed ceiling 30 feet above. Behind the fungal vines, you catch glimpses of walls carved and decorated with hundreds of skull-shaped carvings. That's what you just leapt through when you leapt into when you shattered that door with your flying kick.
Jeez. Okay, well, Ava, not seeing the red one up here, is going to get up against this wall and attack green.
Okay, so you're doing a ranged attack from adjacent to a red.
Yeah, but good luck hitting me from around a hard corner.
They also
Yeah.
don't have options.
Yeah, because it hasn't acted yet. Yep.
That too.
There we go. 25. Switch tabs. 25 super duper hits for 30.
For 30 fire damage.
Ow, do not like that. Because it's fire and these are trolls.
And all of her focus is on down here.
Yep, that makes 100% sense. Lahan.
Let's see. Lahan probably really only sees blue over there.
Yep.
She'll combat track it and take a shot with the advanced plasma bolter. Say 19 hit EAC.
Just.
Woo. In that case, we're gonna do 19 electric and fire.
And, you know, Ava's flash shuriken lashes out and you hear one bellow of rage from around a corner you can't quite see. You draw on fire on blue and it starts screaming as like you cook its shoulder and it starts weeping blood and the blood sort of is just catching fire almost, like it's not mechanically on fire, but it's as though trolls are just very flammable.
Oh no, poor trolls! That's it for me.
All right, Jacinto.
Jacinto begins a summon, and free action falls off of Artania. Artania will... you know what? He doesn't fall off of Artania. Artania's a squishy boy, and I don't want him to get hurt yet. So, that's my turn.
Thought you were going to be like, I secretly took the feat, so I'm proficient with lances, and here's a secret lance, and I'm going to joust.
No, that's my Cobalt Pathfinder 2.
But the trolls...
I'm very pleased you've taken to heart my falling as a free action in Starfighter Pathfinder 1 agenda.
A troll rushes from behind these curtain-like fungal growths, because they were basically like kids hiding behind the curtains is what was going on.
Wow. That makes me feel worse about not seeing all of them.
And it runs forward up to Ava, and it lashes out with a claw strike, is what it does. But it rolls a 4 for a 21 versus KAC, which I know misses.
Yeah, that... super miss.
But another troll gets to act. Blue gets to act. Blue, who was shot by Lahan, is going to charge, which I believe it can move. It can't charge through allies. It just moves all the way up in your face is what it does.
Oh God!
Wow!
Red steps forward and lashes out at Ava.
More
But I rolled a natural 1. I cannot hit Ava.
Oh.
A 2 and then a 1.
Oh, thank you,
Excellent.
Maker.
And finally, there is green. Green is going to move up into this corner, and I believe is flanking with red.
And then there was green.
And then there was green, and green's going to attack with a claw, but rolls a 4 for 21. Oh my gosh.
Oh goodness.
Finn, what would Finn like to do? Finn has blue in his face.
Yeah.
Blue in the face.
Finn, you big disgrace. Troll blood, yada yada, all over the place. Finn is gonna photon attune as quickly as possible because rarely has there been such a tempting target for a supernova than a room full of trolls.
Yeah, you
So-
guys accidentally built a group of troll killers, is what you did.
Yeah. 3 out of the 4 of us have fire weapons or damage dealing, and then Jacinto is weird.
But Jacinto can
Jacinto-
summon a fire elemental.
Yeah, I was frantically looking through my sheet of summons. The highest level fire elemental I have marked down is a level 2 summon, so that's not going to work. But that's okay. I'm going to summon some other cool stuff. Finn is going to punch, to answer your question.
what
He's
you
going to
could-
take
but-
2 attacks.
Yeah, but what you could do with that summon is you could summon lots of little ones, and if they just hit once, it shuts down the regeneration.
That's very true. They don't have a very good hit though. A level 2
Swarm of
summon.
tiny fire elementals.
A level 2 summon has a +9 to hit KAC, so that's not great at this level.
That's not as bad as you might think.
Well, anyway, we're talking on Finn's turn, and Finn rolled a natural 1 and a natural 2, so let's keep talking on Finn's turn. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have other things that I do, so I guess that's all I had to say.
Yeah, Ava, you are surrounded by so many trolls.
Oh boy. Yeah, Ava is actually going to. It's going to full attack. Both at green, because green was who she attacked before.
Yeah.
So focus him down with a 30 to hit, and then a natural 1 will miss, but 35 fire damage to green.
It screams in agony as you jab that flash I hate calling it a flash shuriken because then I picture a throwing star, but I think they're more like kunai, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you just jab that short blade into it, finding a weak spot in its tough hide, and again, it starts bleeding a little bit, which is odd for a troll, but the blood is sort of catching fire and not like full on ignited, but there's it's just flashes of flame before it slowly stops. And Lahan, it's your turn. You've got one right up in Finn's face. You're 10 feet away from it. Would you like to shoot it? No? Oh, you super duper hit it for so much damage. 34 to hit for 21 electric and fire.
You're muted.
I think Nick's
Still muted.
satisfied with what happened, even though they're muted.
Yeah. Okay.
Jacinto, your go. You're 10 feet away from this blue troll.
I sure am. So I think as I finish the summon, Artania is just going to sort of take a guarded step, and then we finish summoning. And I am aware that I could summon in 3 level 2s, but I think I'm going to summon in 3 level 3s. So, yeah. Jacinto's going to bring in, let's see.
3 celestial crest eaters.
You know what? Let's make things interesting. We're gonna vary it up. So we got Protean, a crest eater, and a Kasseric. Now, why did I do this to myself?
I'll walk into the bar.
I'll walk into a bar. Because now I gotta have 3 pronking character sheets open.
But you gotta have the Jacintos, you gotta have the 3 summons, and you have Finn.
Yeah. So we're gonna put the Kasseric there. The Protean's just gonna be right in the middle. And yeah, so suddenly an army appears, and then Jacinto, as a move action, is going to spend a 2nd level spell slot to activate Song of the Spheres.
Ava breathes a sigh of relief, a very audible sigh of relief.
The cavalry is here. Who knows how long they'll last, but they're here to distract at least. And
Long enough to be punched instead of Ava.
yeah,
You're the one with fire, is the thing.
Yeah. So, all right, here comes the Kasseric is going to punch the red troll that it has flanking with. You know what? We're going to full attack because that's what summoning 3 of anything is for. It's for crit fishing. So neither of those are crits. That's a 25, 27, in fact, 28. Final answer with Song of the Spheres for a total of 12 bludgeoning damage.
That does indeed hit.
To red. And then, okay, so that's the... Let's put these across the top. And then here is the Protean. The Protean's going to attack orange, also with flanking. And full attack. +3 to each of these. 17 versus its KAC.
No, that does not hit. The little noodle summon does not strike the troll.
Little danger noodle, Protean. Okay, but that's okay because this is when the crest eater is totally gonna crit. And I have 6 character sheets open on my on my roll 20. Somebody please send help.
He's still so proud of though. Look
Help
at
is on
him.
the way.
Crest eater, attack blue. That's a 25 versus KAC 17. And no, it doesn't hit. So the 25 is going to be 14 piercing damage. And it completes. Yes?
That was against blue?
That was against blue.
Okay.
Blue can also make me a fortitude saving throw.
$23.
Beat it by 10. That's a crit success. So nothing happens. It's fine. But that,
you don't get my regenerating bones.
No, I don't get those bones. That, believe it or not, I know that was really quick. That is my whole turn, though.
And now it's the troll's turn. It's all the troll's turns.
All the trolls turn.
Yeah. What am I gonna do? I think blue is gonna attack Finn, and all the other trolls are gonna attack Ava because she is the fire bearer. She is throwing fire around willy nilly.
I do nothing willy nor nilly. Thank you very much.
So which one is it? 11 is orange. Orange is going to full attack Ava. As foolish as that is. A 29 versus KAC and a 14 versus KAC.
The 29 will hit.
13 slashing. Blue is going to full attack Finn. 17 and 33 versus KAC. I'm assuming the 17 doesn't hit, so 19 slashing damage.
Okay.
It is now Red's turn. Red is going to full attack Ava. 24 and 14, I'm assuming both of those miss.
They do.
And finally, Green. Flanking with Red. That 24 actually would have been 26 since you were flanked by green and red. KAC. Probably still a miss, right? What's
Still
up?
misses.
Yep. Okay.
KAC still misses.
Okay, yep. So green will full attack now, and I need to remember flanking. 16 will miss. 32, I'm sure will hit for 17 slashing damage.
Indeed.
And now Finn. Finn has a troll in the face, and they just got slashed by said troll.
Finn attunes a second point of photon, and then attune photon. That's fun. And then Finn will punch twice with flanking and Song of the Spheres, which is basically like not even full attacking penalty. So we're gonna full attack blue. Man, 17 and an 18 versus CAC.
Is that factoring in all the bonuses?
Oh yeah. I rolled a 2 and a 3 on the die after rolling a 1 and a 2 last turn.
Fair. Both of those will miss.
That's
Ava.
okay.
Ava, what would you like to do?
Oh, goodness. We're going to keep it up. We're full attacking green again.
Yep.
$19 and a 15, but hold on. Song of the Spheres active?
It is for a +1.
+1 to hit. So
Yep.
that's 20 and a 16 to hit.
So the 20 hits, and you do 36 damage, and it's fire damage, and this troll falls. How would you like to kill this troll?
Ava's just been like kind of fighting, a little bit defensively, ducking and weaving, and she finds an opening and just goes up and stabs it right underneath, like in the armpit, getting it in, catching it in the heart, and it drops it dead.
Yep. And it's truly dead, and the 3 remaining trolls just bellow in anger. Lahan.
As you do, when your buddy falls, we shoot blue. With a crit.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh no!
That's
oh my.
22 and 19 is 41 points of electric and fire damage. And I use my move action to pull I use my swift action to pull a new battery. My move action to load it.
Would you like to roll on your wound table?
Yes, that's a
so,
one.
well, Lahan rolls that. Is there
5.
something you can do to give me points back for killing something?
Not you, but I can say got him. Because I can only give stamina points back to the person who gets the crit or drops a person. with
She
that.
dropped green.
That I killed green.
Oh. Yeah. If the judge will allow it, I'll
Yeah.
say hang in there, and you get my level plus my charisma modifier. It's been so long. Battle leader. Class level plus charisma modifier. So my charisma modifier, I'm very charismatic at this point, +5. So you get a total of 15 stamina points back.
It's 2 times your class level plus charisma modifier because you took it twice, I believe.
Ah, yes, you are correct. That is 25 big stamina points back.
Almost back to full. Thank you.
You are very welcome. Thank you for reminding me. I'm bad at
Quit
remembering.
undoing my hard work.
You can't.
Never.
Good job.
So what was 5? Was that bleed?
Oh, 5 is bleed 1d6, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that was blue. I will put the little bleeding heart. And it is now Jacinto's turn. Zzz.
My many turns. There are 5 tokens on the board that belong to me. 6 if you count Finn. So the Kaseric is going to attack red because we're going to try and help Ava out by taking that down. Full attack. Song of Spheres and get him. Equal +3. Oh, beautiful. So that is 28 and a 30 to hit for 14 bludgeoning and 15 bludgeoning.
Which one did you target? I'm sorry.
Red.
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 Ow. That
And-
that hurt. I don't like that. I'm not a fan.
Good. We'd love to hear it. The Protean is going to try and make a single attack against Orange, because I remember that the Protean has grab, so I kind of want to make the best roll I can. That is a 28 versus its KAC.
That will hit, and that was orange for 12.
That is Orange for 13 piercing, and
Yep.
does that beat its KAC plus 4?
It just does.
Yes. Orange is also grabbed or grappled per the condition. So
Oh, I don't like that.
good. Well, hopefully I've grabbed its attention. Grabbed. Anyway, the Crest Eater is going to make a full attack on blue. Plus 3 to both of these. 26 to hit KAC for a total of 12 blood piercing.
Both
As
hit.
it bites. Oh, they both hit because of 21. Okay, so then
So-
another 10.
So 22 total damage, which
Yeah.
will end it. And it was just hit by Lahan's plasma weapon, so it has no functioning regeneration.
Awesome.
So it is gone.
Excellent.
The
All
Crest Eater
right.
starts pulling bones out of its body.
Oh yeah, it just starts. It like crunches off an arm and begins munching on that. And
Oh, you
if
still have
you'll-
turns.
I still have turns. Yes, I haven't even done a single
So
thing
many turns.
yet. Artania, Jacinto is going to spend a move action, give Artania a turn, and send Artania in. And Artania will dart over here. Boop it a boop. Can get there in a single move action, and
Attack of
Artania
opportunity.
will go for it.
I'm on troll. A 32 versus KAC for 19 slashing damage.
What a troll. 19. And then, but Artania regained health for fast healing. See, fast healing from my Song of Spirits is super good for summons because they only have hit points. So then Artania will attack a single time with a bite. Plus 3 to this. Come on, Artania. Yeah, 32 to hit for 20 points of piercing damage on Orange. And
That hurts. Why?
Jacinto will stand up and dust his little plant boy hands off, his little twiggy arms, and I think I've done quite enough.
you do that, and Artania has just sank its fangs into the troll, and the troll wheels around and is full attacking Artania.
Oh god!
Uh,
Fucking grappled it.
oh wait, nope. Yep, you're right. Sorry, that's the one that was grappled. Oh, I can't remember what it can do.
I'm just
Sorry.
saying it can still. I'm just saying it can still full attack. I had just hoped that grappling would be a little more distracting, but that's entirely up to your decision.
I feel like damage is. I feel
Oh,
like
it also
damage
took
is more
damage.
helpful. Yeah.
It also took damage from the grab.
Oh, it did. Which one did more? Protean. Artania significantly outdamaged the Protean, but you're right, it is full attack the Protean. We'll do that. So, 23 and 14 versus KAC. I'm assuming misses.
The 20. Oh my gosh, the 23 will totally hit. It only has a KAC of 16, my friend. Remember,
Wow.
these are lower CR because they are level 3 summon.
All right,
So,
well,
one
19
hit.
slashing.
Oh, okay. 19 slashing.
Red. Red's just been going for Ava the whole time, and I'm not going to stop that. Let's full attack on Ava. She seemed to get a second wind, and this troll disapproves of that on general principle. I rolled a 17 and an 18 for a 28 and a 29.
The 29 will hit.
Oh, the 28 misses.
28 meets, so 28 will hit too.
Okay, so 12 and 18 slashing damage. So a total of 30. And I hit with both claws, and trolls have a special ability called Maul. After hitting the same target with 2 claw attacks during the same turn, it can then attempt a bite attack against that target, but with a -6 penalty to the attack roll. So this is going to be super unlikely to hit, but I do get a chance to try. But an 18 will miss you. And it's now Finn's turn. But yeah, this troll just, it lashes out at Ava, just slashing across your armor, you know, drawing a little tiny bit of blood, and then you just see it lunge forward with its overly large mouth and just start sort of slobbering across your like shoulder as it went for your neck, but the armor protected you.
All right. Well, Finn has fire. Finn is 3 rounds photon attuned, and I would like to see Finn explode. So I think what Finn does is he's got wings. His wings only give him a 30-foot fly speed. I don't know if he's going to be able to explode without hitting somebody. Ava, how do you feel about getting hit by a supernova?
Like I haven't been hit by a significant one yet.
All right, that's enough invitation for me. So the Solarian Finn is going to move in and attack with a supernova. This will hit. He'll make it the 10-foot radius version, so it will hit the Protean, the 2 trolls, and Ava.
Okay.
So all of them need to make reflex saving throws.
Well, they're not completely garbo at this. DC 18, so a 19 and a 9. So 1 fails and 1 succeeds.
Yeah, that's going to be 38 points of fire damage for full and 19 for half. And then my Protean also reflex.
Minus 19.
Nice. Oh, the Protean is clinging to life.
38.
2 hit points left.
These trolls are looking rough, and I'm going to put the little lightning bolt symbol on them to indicate that their regeneration has been shut down for the turn.
Oh, okay.
And that's Finn's turn. Ava, you've got 2 seriously injured trolls standing right next to you. One of which is, it looks like they're like the high school like football star who's trying to awkwardly make out with you and in the back seat of the mom and dad's car in the parking lot. You can just eat out of the thing, baby. This is your ice cream. With Song of the Spheres still active, that 16 is a 17, and it does hit, unless you already have that on as a buff. You're muted.
Song of the Spheres was factored in, flanking was not.
Ah, okay. So both of those will hit, and you... Just tell me how you destroy this creature, and you're kind of almost flanking... Well, you're going for red, I assume.
Yes, red. So as it goes in for the bite, after it mauls her twice, she brings up her defenses and blocks the bite, and then jabs like with both hands, because both of them hit, into its mouth and just stab it like through the back of its neck, through its mouth.
Nice. You get like the brain stem.
Yep.
And
Sever that
Lahan,
brain stem.
you see Ava do, you know, yet another impressive murder with relative ease.
Yep.
And there's 1 troll remaining.
Yep, I'm gonna combat track that troll with my move action. I'm gonna make the Song of Spheres is on, and I'm gonna shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
The 26 hit EAC.
That super hits, and with that, the troll falls. Would you like to describe how that happens?
You may. You're so much better at it than I.
Okay, so Lahan draws her rifle up to her shoulder, and she's looking through her holographic scope, and we just see down the line of the scope, and you discharge that bolt of plasma, and it's sort of like the Fast and the Furious engine cutout when the NOS activates. We're like following that as it slams into the troll's torso and burns into its chest, and you just see that plasma energy spreading throughout the body, the electricity discharging through its nervous system, and then all of a sudden it just goes dark, and then we kind of pull away, and the troll is slumping to the ground.
Dead troll. Super dead troll.
Super dead.
We are out of combat.
Once again. Man, look at us just blowing through combats today.
Burning through combat.
So, Jacinto at the end of the battle will, stride into the room and do a short bow to all of his summons, and his summons will return the bow and then just vanish into light.
Poof, 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 poof.
Yeah.
Ava goes around and collects her shurikens and then sits down in the middle of the floor cross-legged and just kind of hands into her poncho and slumps over for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Jacinto will say, Finn will say, "Oh, sorry, I didn't think you'd get hit by that one. Sorry there, Ava."
And she just kind of wordlessly waves a hand a singed hand, and just says, think nothing of it.
So if we're taking a 10-minute rest, Finn will spend a resolve point. I swear Finn shouldn't have only 8 total resolve points.
Their resolve is charisma plus half their class level, so they should have 5 plus their charisma, which I don't think their charisma is very high.
Yeah, that's fair.
Lahan, meanwhile, will look around at the plant life in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jacinto will join for that, because he doesn't need to do much other than he'll just cast a single first level Mystic Cure on Artania.
You could make a life science check isn't even necessary. You look at this, and it's just fungal growth. It's not anything crazy. It's not going to infect you with anything. It's just something that grew over time and didn't negatively affect the trolls, and they found uses for it.
Fair.
They could hide into it. They could make some, you saw, Jacinto saw through that window, that saw that they'd made bedding out of it. And you have a number of, not in this room, you have a number of doors that you could go into, though.
Well, let's check out some doors.
Let's do it. Oh, Jacinto
I love
activates.
doors.
We do. Jacinto activates his artificial third eye. And begins.
Yeah, sneak through some walls.
All right. So just from this central room, you can
peek
see
into this opening room. Of course, he already knows what's in here.
Yeah, but you can see through that little bit of flooring.
You're muted.
I'm muted. I wasn't muted to everyone else. You can, but this time you can kind of see through that little bit of flooring that was possibly hiding something, and you see that there looks to be some sort of. It looks to be like a treasure cache, as though either the group of trolls or maybe an individual troll had been hiding some things under there, and you can see something that looks like it might be a precious stone. You're not sure. Something that looks like it might be a bent comb or ornamentation, or maybe a sculptural piece that's relatively small, and a pair of what looks to be gloves.
All right, this is the room that had the secret in it. We'll have to check that out, and then Jacinto moves over to this door. Basically, he's looking for more enemies before he starts exploring.
I'm just going to tell you up front, you're not going to find any more enemies on this floor. I can just open up the doors if you want to walk around, and I will describe the rooms and see if there's anything of note. Because I don't feel the need to make this long and drawn out.
I agree. Yeah. really the artificial third eye is great for stopping surprises, is what I want it to do.
So I am going to type what you found in there specifically. That's the first thing.
Oh,
you
that sounds
find.
like loot.
What was hidden in the floor? You found an emerald worth 4,000 credits.
Ooh.
And I'm just gonna copy and paste this thing because it's a long.
Got pasta. My favorite kind of pasta. Well, no, it's not true.
Mm.
Alfredo covered is my favorite kind of pasta.
Yes.
And I'm gonna give you a little bit of the flavor for the last item, the stuff that you wouldn't know as players ever. You had zero ways of finding this out. I just thought it was funny.
What?
So you found a bent horichalcum comb that looks like a bahir, with its legs comprising the comb's teeth and the tiny pearls, and it's worth 850 credits. And finally, you found a magical item. It's a pair of lacy pink gloves that like come up to the forearm. But if you identify them, they're reckless gloves. They're for driving recklessly. Think what's her name, like Daisy from The Great Gatsby, I think. But they were too small for the troll to wear. And here's the part that you would never know. Since they never grow dirty and they always smell faintly of lilacs, the troll was just strangely intrigued by them and hid them away.
I love that.
I would like the lacy pink gloves, please.
Yeah, go for it. You're our pilot.
I am, and they're lacy and pink.
Yeah.
We're sending those to Catch.
No.
That would be amazing.
Catch can get them in the future.
Hey, this is concurrent to Fly for Your Die, so
Okay, that's fair.
this is just out in the vast.
Yeah. Well, a lot of Fly for Your Die is out in the vast too.
Fair.
But
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So that's what you found in this room. Is there another room you would like to go into?
Yes. Come along, everybody. Let's go look at this room. This room is the other room to the gate, I imagine.
Yep. There's a whole pile of stuff right here, heaped up against the doors. Just piles and piles of rubble and various other just worthless things. I will open this door. This
Sweet.
is there's 3 round viewports looking out of Skull's Crossing in the direction of Turtleback Ferry and the skull field and that debris. There are additional skull carvings carved into they're carved into the walls to decorate, and the ceiling and the floor. And in the middle of the north wall stands a set of massive double doors. Their smooth surfaces smeared with graffiti written in dried blood. The graffiti is written in Giant, and for those of you that speak and read Giant, it says, "Below dwells Wet Pappa Grazuul. All hail Wet Pappa Grazuul."
Wet Pappa Grazuul?
This does not sound good.
Oh man, I love Wet Pappa
Hilarious.
Grazuul. Wait, I'm thinking of Pasta Fazool.
Oh, pasta visual. Oh,
Man,
It's
now
too late
it's
for me
just
to
a
do
pasta night, guys. Why did we do this?
I made the most incredible batch of meatballs on Monday, and they are delicious. And so I've been having pasta this week. I love pasta.
Can't measure up to that Wet Pasta Fazool though.
Wet Pappa Grazuul.
Grazuul.
Right.
Nom, 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 nom.
Grazuul. Grazuul.
Grazuul. All right.
To your left is room C11. It is a room that is so densely packed with fungal growth that you can't even really walk in there. And if you spend the time to try and get in there to find out what's going on, it's just looks like probably the trolls never went in there. So the fungus just grew unchecked for who knows how long.
Okay, that's fair.
Do you still have your environmental protections on? Is another question.
Yes.
Always.
Why
You
would we
take-
turn
you
them
only-
off?
You only told-
I only ask that because as you open this door, if you open this door, because you have your third eye, if you look into this room that I have not opened yet, which is, it has a collapsed section of the structure as though some debris managed to hit it and damage the wall, and it's open to the void of space.
Why would we turn our environmental protections off then?
I don't know. I'm just asking to make sure.
There's no Herald in this party.
And if you look through the heavy doors to the north, in the middle of the north wall, you can see, Jacinto can see stairs beyond, descending down into the structure.
Okay.
Down, you say?
Yep.
So
Towards the
like
wet pasta?
Towards Wet Pappa Grazuul, you
Pasta.
presume.
and his sidekick Marinero.
They just call her Narrow Mary.
All right. So, and C9 is nothing.
C9's a mirror of the room that you found the secret stuff in, but there's just no secret stuff in it.
So vastly inferior to C8 then.
Yes.
Fascinating.
No more lacy gloves that
Oh,
encourage reckless driving.
it's
These are the perfect gloves. I'm just saying.
They are pretty great. So Jacinto will say, all right, everybody, I found the way down. We should probably be ready for a fight, because there's some guy named Pasta Visual down here.
Agreed. Han will make sure batteries are loaded. Actually, in retrospect, can I have taken my 10-minute rest to recharge one of my batteries? Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Forgot I could do that.
And we go downstairs.
And you
And
go
so-
downstairs.
We do indeed.
Let me paste your characters. And then
You're gonna paste us? I don't know if I want to paste.
I'm copying and I'm turning you into pasta.
Oh no, now we're pasta. We were the bad guys all along.
All our pasta.
I discovered, or I was introduced to Fazoli's down here, which has no business being as delicious as it is.
Right?
Like,
I haven't
for
been to one
such
in
cheap pasta, it's
I
so
haven't been to
good.
one in ages, but I miss it.
And they
they're
have
just not
gluten-free
around
pasta. I could eat like you wouldn't expect. There are so many places I can't eat. Fazoli's, I can eat.
That's great. I'm glad you found it. Jacinto, if you go down to those doors, I will quickly describe what's in that room. And I am aware of the time. I'm not letting it get away from us.
course.
You see
Believe
a
you.
fairly large room. There appears to be a pool of some sort in the middle of the room. And you can only see 30 feet with it, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's all you see. You just see the fairly wide open room, and some doors immediately to your left and right, and then the pool in the center of the room. And
Well,
and you see the edge of movement at just at the very, very edge of your sight, as though something is in the pool.
I think there's something in there, but I can't tell. Obviously, we should just go in, weapons drawn. And you know what? Who knows? And he's gonna reach over and he's gonna reach
Spin in?
down and boop Artania with a defrex hardiness.
I need you to just push Finn into the water.
Perfect.
That's not something Jacinto would or could physically do.
Hey, but push Finn in the water.
Jacinto
Oh,
takes
dude.
hydraulic push.
Oh man, I wish. Hydraulic push is so cool.
All right. Would you like to go through the doors now?
I suppose so.
Yes, please.
Okay. I am deleting them.
Right.
And I will
Save
more
us
fully
the room.
describe this room now that you're getting actual eyes on it and not weird X-ray eyes. This is a cold, damp room. There's a large pool on the floor, the edges of which are caked with pale yellow slime and fungus. The surface
Never
of the
good
pool
sign.
bears a similar film. Additional carvings of skulls decorate all of the walls in here. To the south, there's an impressive mound of skulls, mostly from humanoids, and it lies heaped against the wall where they partially block a large double door. And as you get to the edge of that pool, something erupts out of it. I know, it's surprising to all of you. You're not
Yes.
expecting this in the slightest. But this creature bursts forth from this pool, throwing its arms wide, holding a trident in one hand, and it roars at you, and you just see it looks very similar to the trolls above, but embedded in its hide is like little bits of the night sky. This
Little bits of Parmesan.
We'll end the night on a mysticism check to see if you can figure out what exactly is going on with this troll.
Oh, he looks cool.
It's made of Parmesan. Leif just said. Come on.
Yeah, they got that way better than I did. But that is a 31 mysticism check.
This is a void troll,
Oh.
and that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
We're trying to avoid it. Can't you tell?
Totally trying to avoid the void troll, yes.
A void troll is the best advice
Ah,
I can give, yes.
I would like to thank Paizo for their wonderful products. I would like to thank all of my players. I would also like to ask Leif who we think for the music tonight.
Oh, goodness. The usual. We were thinking Relax Cafe Music and White Bat Audio and also Mr. Snooze. Oh, all 100% free, all on YouTube, all 100% awesome.
And normally at this point, I would ask Tom what we're doing this Sunday, but I'm going to ask Leif.
Oh, geez. What are we doing this Sunday? No, I totally know. So this Sunday is going to be a little bit special. It's going to be an off week. We're not going to have our Tom to GM for us, but Jet has ever so kindly offered to run a one shot of a Borrowers-esque type game, and we will be joined. Jet and I and Simon will be joined by none other than Paizo's Leo Glass. So we're gonna get to see him interact and play a game instead of just answer questions lobbed at him by fanboys, girls, and others. So it's gonna be a good time. At our usual start time, 8 a.m. Alaska time. You do the math and figure it out for your own time.
11 Central.
it's 9 a.m. Paizo time.
9 a.m. Paizo time. I like it.
Yeah. And I want to specify the game is called Elfin Folk. The writer is Adam, I think it's Baffoni, Baffoni. And it's a fun little game. I've listened to a couple other shows do some one shots of it, and I think it'll be a good time. And we're going to, just so you know, we're not just doing Borrowers. We're doing, it's a little bit closer to Catch and Maraeoth are getting Honey, I Shrunked the Kids. So it's got a little bit of fly for your die going on.
Is this the fault of the goblins?
Perhaps you'll have to find out.
You'll have to find out.
I'm gonna miss it, but I'm gonna be getting a hedgehog. So.
Y'all have done a great job of making me once again sad that this is something that I would want to join if I were the one causing this game to happen by my own absence.
Tom, I 100%. I 100% promise I will run this game for you at some point.
Oh, sure. Yeah. It definitely sounds like something I'm at the very least going to have to listen to, so I know the weird side lore that is added to this to the Fly Free or Die crew.
We'll see. I don't know if any of this is canon or not, but we'll see.
It's all
what I have
dream.
what I have in my head should not affect anything but maybe Catch and Marath's personal interactions a little bit. So there shouldn't be any story ripples for Tom to plan around.
No, yeah, we should be fine there.
Fair enough.
My goodness. That's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I hope so. If any of you have any questions, comments, shout outs, feel free to contact us. Discord, link below. Also have nonstandardaction@gmail.com. And I'm going to once more throw my invisible hat out and ask for you to toss poor old me icebreaker questions in it. In that hat. I'm down to like 5 or 6 folks. I'm down to like 5 or 6, and not all of them are really great for Star-Lords. They're mostly aimed at Fly Free or Die at this point.
Please, may we have some more questions?
Please, can I have some more questions?
Please,
the form is on. I always forget what channel it's been to, Nick. You know though.
It's in feedback as well as the welcome channel, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
It's in both feedback and the welcome channel.
Okay. Yeah. So please join our Discord and give us questions.
Also, just come say hi. We do an after show right after this. You can talk to us. Real time.
Yeah. We're all right. We're pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
We're all right. But I think now it's time to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for joining us.